HamRadioConcepts presents another exciting amateur radio video, keeping ham radio operators informed with a thorough look at the new products. Now, here's your host, Eric, KJ4YZI.
What's up, everyone? Eric with HamRadioConcepts, and can we talk about APRS again? Yeah, we're going to. APRS is still something I think is widely popular, or can be widely popular in ham radio, and I think a lot of people are still confused or just got into the hobby and haven't even got onto it yet, or haven't figured it out, or think, whoa, this is way over my head. Oh, what is all this stuff? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to check out this device here that I should have made a video on a little while ago, okay? And here's the website, and we'll go into it in complete detail in the video. Mobilinkd.com, all right? Mobilinkd.com make portable, rather feature-rich APRS trackers, full-fledged TNC, KISS TNCs that can be used several different ways. And we're going to check this out in complete entirety. In fact, I have the original version 1 that they used to have, and now I have the version 2 in the nice little 3D printed case, and we're going to show you how this thing can get you on APRS for very minimal amount of money. Everybody who does know APRS says, well, and this is really unfortunate. They say, why do I want to get an APRS? APRS is nothing more than a way to watch some guy drive to and from work every day on a map. That is if that was the case, Bob WB4APR, Bob Runinga invented APRS. And that's not how it was designed or what it was designed for. If that was the case, Yaesu wouldn't have put it in their brand new Fusion handhelds. They wouldn't have wasted the money to put Fusion in a $300 and $500 handheld. But that's what a lot of people say. I don't want to buy a $500 handheld to use APRS. Fine, you don't have to. Right here is your solution. And we're going to check this thing out. Now, as a preview for upcoming videos, first of all, if you haven't seen my video explaining APRS and how you can use automatic packet reporting system to send text messages and emails to phones and stuff like that from your handheld, check out this video right here. This video will take you there, show you that, then you can come back and you might be a little more enthused or educated about APRS. What I'm going to do, this video is solely showing you about this device and what it can do, where to get it, check out the website, check out their options. Now, as a preview, check this out. In the next few videos, this might help tie it all together. Guess what I got? That's right, a Davis weather station, and that's going to be, I'm excited to make that video. I've already started it. If you're a weather enthusiast, you're a Skywarn spotter, Skywarn spotters, another video coming up. You can use APRS every minute of storm spotting. Hurricane season, a tactical visual aspect of ham radio that you can see and interact on. RF preppers, great. If the grid goes down, guess what will work? APRS. APRS, off the grid. You want to hike, you want to travel, search and rescue? APRS. All right, so that's why I want to get back into it. I think APRS is really, really hot, and it needs to be. So videos coming up in the future. Stay tuned, but we're going to flip right over and check out the Mobilinkd TNC. Again, here's their website right there, mobilinkd.com, and I encourage you to check out the Facebook. Please go to their Facebook group and join, because there's a lot of information for the owner and creator of Mobilinkd and the users of that, who will get in and help you with any questions or really bring this to the fullest potential. So first, we'll take a look at their website real quick. We'll take a look at the device, check out their Facebook, join the group, and let's get into it. All right, so let's get into the device, okay? And as I said in the intro here, I'm going to start with the original one. Now, I had, in the beginning, they had the regular Mobilinkd TNC, and this is the TNC 1, and you can see I had Velcro on it. Basically, what you would, the idea behind this thing is that you can take a $25 Baofeng handheld, okay? Strap this thing to the back of it with a cable, okay? And the cable basically comes from the speaker and microphone port of the radio and would go into TNC. Now, again, this is not the newest. This was the original one. That was before they had fancy cases like this, okay? So basically, what you would do is using this little TNC, okay, a Baofeng or any handheld, as long as you have the appropriate cable. Mobilinkd makes all the cables for all different things. I mean, I have... Maybe in a future video I'll show you. Here's cables right here that I got for it for my FT817. So I can use APRS on the 817. I can do several different things with the 817, not just APRS. Send emails, stuff like that. Portable, Go Kit. Perfect for the Go Kit, MCOM, stuff, preppers, stuff like that. Perfect. So, okay, so you have this, and basically... Let me describe the unit first. Now, inside that case is something that looks like this. Completely battery powered, okay? It's got a lithium-ion battery in it. And it's Arduino based. So if you're not familiar with Arduino, programmable onboard chipset here that has instructions to make it a TNC or packet modem, all right? So all you really need to know is there's a switch here, and there's a charging port, and there's a radio port here, okay? And it's Bluetooth powered. So using an app on your phone, what did I do with my phone? Okay, so I put my phone down. Here it is. So using an app on your phone called APRS Droid, and unfortunately, guys, Apple decides they don't want to support serial port protocol. Therefore, this cannot be used with Apple at this time. But... if you have an Android tablet, an Android phone, or even a laptop or computer with a Bluetooth card in it like mine has, you can use this on a computer as well. So you don't have to, just have a cell phone. You can do it. Bluetooth tablet. And guys, you can go find Bluetooth tablets now for dirt cheap on eBay or wherever. The Baofeng. And basically what happens is all the computing is done in the app, okay? So let's call this a dummy. And the app, the APRS Droid app, I'll show you that in a minute, is going to send your GPS coordinates and the command to send an interval transmit. Okay, so 5 minutes, 1 minute, 3 minutes, whatever. Send GPS coordinates to radio. So basically, the app sends it to this. This plugs into your radio, and you set your radio to 144.390 or wherever you are in whatever country, and you would transmit your location. Okay. Again, more things can happen on APRS, such as email and texting and stuff like that. But so basically, the smarts are in the device or in the app, and the device here, which has like 2 or 3 days of battery power on this thing, completely portable. So if you have a way to charge your Baofeng and you have a way to charge this, and you have a way to charge your Android, you can basically run this out in the field as long as you have a viable power source to charge it. For portable operations or APRS traveling, search and rescue, whatever. So the cost of this, we'll show you on the site in a minute, the cost of this and the available options. Now, again, fast forward through the original model, which had a switch on the side here. The switch was because they do have firmware updates, okay? The switch was to put it in the upgrade mode and all that. So then they came out with the part 2, the TNC2, which basically has a 3D printed case. And actually what I did was I talked to Rob at Mobilinkd, and I actually they had a case here for my original TNC1. So maybe with the TNC1, I might button that thing up and use. I have several options. One for my Go Kit, and if you haven't seen my Go Kit video, you will see I mentioned another different VHF, UHF, APRS tracker, but it's really not as convenient as this. It's got a lot of cords and all this, no battery inside. So this is going to replace that in the Go Kit. When you turn it on, it pretty much links up on Bluetooth, and we'll go through that setup here in a minute. Links up on Bluetooth with your phone, and you're ready to go. It's that easy. The thing about having something like this, my Fusion handheld, great for APRS, right? But the thing is, you don't have much of a user interface. If I could pull up this app here, I'll show you. the app enables you to have a visual map right on your device. So you can see what's going on in the field without having to just, if you're familiar with APRS, you get beacon stations that come in on your screen like on a handheld, and it kind of gives you a heading, a direction of where they are and what they're doing. But check out, with the app here, okay? So this is the APRS Droid app. Let me zoom into North America because I was playing with the settings. Now, as you're using this TNC, you'd be able to use it in conjunction with the app on your phone like this to see stations that are beaconing, to see reports from different stations on here. You can't do that with even the D74 Kenwood or the FT2D Yaesu Fusion handheld. You can't do that. You can't connect Bluetooth. You can't get a visual map. So one plus on having this for the people that are saying, well, why wouldn't I want to buy a $500 APRS radio? Wouldn't I get more features? Not really. The features in this, with the app combined, I think are way more advanced. Okay, and like if you're into the regular menu, as people on the app here, as they would be beaconing, and I don't have it set up right now, listening on APRS frequency, but you see on this list here, it would show you all the stations that come in, and then you would tap on the station and get information from them. Any comments they have or whatever. So right there, right off the bat, you do have an ability with the app here to have more functionality with this. Now, what I'll do, so I have my original cable here for a Baofeng, and they do have cables for Kenwoods, for Yaesus, for Ushans, for TYTs and stuff like that. Let me tell you something else too. So there was, I saw, I'm not even going to mention where I saw it or what it is, but I saw a video of this person that was at a Hamfest, and it was on YouTube, and they said, oh, we got a brand new device, we got this, and this guy had this brick. It was like 4 times, it was like this, with this, with this. I mean, it was anything you could think of with Raspberry Pi and all this, and he's like, this is an ultra portable TNC for APRS, and I laughed. I'm like, what? Really? I mean, not to poop on anybody, but in today's day and age, that right there, I think, is the most portable, viable option that we can get on APRS. The other good thing about this is the company Mobilinkd regularly offers full support, and they will help you with this. They will offer firmware support, firmware upgrades to fix bugs. And the best part is, I'm not much of an Arduino programmer, but if you are into hacking stuff, they encourage it. They say, we encourage you to void your warranty and go ahead and find, dig into the source code on GitHub and all that, and dig into it. Try to hack it. Do whatever you want. Make it do something else, They encourage that. Now, whether they're going to refund you or exchange you if you burn the thing out or whatever, I don't know. But they encourage you to experiment. They're not telling you that it's locked down. So if you think you have an idea on what to do to make this better or do different things, try it. So the easiest way, I think, put a couple pieces of Velcro on this and stick it to the back of your radio like this, like this. And that way you'd have an APRS handheld with the app at the palm of your hand. So let me connect this real quick, and I will show you kind of how it works with the app. I'll rearrange the camera here, and I will, see if I might have to connect it to my outdoor antenna to hit the digipeater, but at least you can see what happens when it transmits and receives a packet, and we'll check that out. Before I show you the app, I just went digging in the GoKit box. You probably saw this in my GoKit video. I might not use the GT3. I might use this in the GoKit. Well, this is what was in my GoKit because this is 10 watts. And even though it's a Luton, it's the same connector for a Baofeng, so I don't have to get a different cable. This is kind of like a radio that basically a VHF only 16 channel or 12 channel radio, and I can just program APRS in it and be done with it. And then that'll get me twice the range at 10 watts than that 4 watt radio will, and a bigger battery nonetheless. Now, I also have a Smiley I've showed all this stuff before. Smiley 5/8 wave 2-meter antenna, which is made from Smiley antenna specifically for 144.390 because they tune them per your custom frequency that you want. So I figured, well, heck, have this thing tuned to 144.390. Keep it in the Go Kit with my Go Kit handheld here that I could charge portable with the thing in my Go Kit, and I could have, here's my full APRS solution right here, and I'll have better range than I will with that GT3 or a regular UV5R Baofeng. Okay, so I have the TNC2 connected to the Baofeng, and typically I usually take the squelch and turn it off the Baofeng because sometimes it doesn't break the squelch on the certain Chinese radios. It doesn't switch over fast enough and break the squelch. So with the squelch off, you can see now some of the received stations coming in are in the purple here. Let me turn this way. So basically, again, what's happening is the radio is tuned to 144.390. As the stations come in, the digital data or packet data comes in. It goes out the speaker port into the TNC and then over Bluetooth to the app. So the app is decoding that. That's where the smarts are in the app. And now you see some stations coming through, all right? And if I click on one of these stations, for instance, I'll click on this one. All right, it gives me some data here. 438.225 megahertz is what he's monitoring on D-Star. He's in a Dodge Ram DVAP hotspot. Now, someone might say, well, there it is. You can see they're driving around. Well, no, because you see right there that someone, if they have a DVAP, so you can get a hold of them on their DVAP through D-Star with call sign routing or however, or if they had System Fusion running and they said, I was in room such and such on wires X or reflectors, whatever, you can get a hold of that person. Of course, if the grid goes down, you won't have reflectors or internet capability, but you would have local capability. So it's just as easy to put my receive or my listening frequency on here in my status, and I can tell everybody I'm listening on 146.55. And in a time or event of APRS need, you can see, okay, that guy is 20 miles from me. He's on 14655. I can work him on simplex from my radio. Let me see if I can give him a call. And you can see which way he's headed. That's the cool thing about APRS. But again, that's in another APRS video that I did to show you exactly how APRS works. So we'll go back here. All right, and see here's more stations coming in. W4OT3-3, that is the digipeater. If I click that, gives me the info of the digipeater. Indian River County, St. Lucie County, and St. Lucie, South Florida, Indian River County, W4OT, that's right. So now if I click on map, watch this. There it is. It shows me on the map where that is, and I can zoom in. Couple stations on there, right? So you have right here, W4OT. There's K1VRF. There I am. Look, KJ4YZI-7. And if I take my Yaesu here and I'll beacon right to it, you'll see. Oh, there's another station that come in. So if I beacon to it right now with my handheld, like this, all right, that just comes in to the list here of stations right there on the top, KJ4YZI, although it missed the I. But you get the hint. So the bottom line here is I can do the same thing as a $400 handheld with and more with the app capability using something like the Mobilinkd TNC. Now, a video coming up, again, to tie this all together with the other stuff, video coming up would be using this on WinLink. And if you haven't seen WinLink, you can send and receive emails, yes, with a Baofeng handheld on a WinLink gateway. And I've done it before using my original TNC1 from like 2014 or 2015. I used this same Baofeng here, GT3, at 5 watts with a better antenna to send an email and receive an email over VHF frequency through a WinLink node. So if you're interested in that, that'll be in the next video on the TNC2 here by Mobilinkd.com. Let me check out their site real quick. Okay, and looking at the site here, Mobilinkd.com, link is in the description. And, you know, to sum it up, look what right on the home site here. With your radio, your Android phone, and this TNC, you have everything you need to get started with APRS. So it depends on your phone, your radio, and this TNC, the different products on how much you're wanting to spend. If you want to buy the cheapest Android phone possible and the cheapest handheld possible, you can get on APRS the cheapest way. And it is a lot cheaper than buying an APRS handheld. Better user interface for mobile APRS than any existing APRS radio because you get that user interface and the ability to use it as a KISS TNC for WinLink, for VHF packet radio. That's in the next video. Moving down here, so you get the map. $64 for the TNC. The app here, APRS Droid, is the app that you want. Now here is the link on the Mobilinkd site. Here's the link for the app. Now I will just ask, because I'm a creator myself on YouTube, you can get it free on this site. I would ask if you find this is a big help to you for the APRS Droid app, consider purchasing the app or making a donation to the creator of that app, because, you know, us creators, we spend time and effort, and he spent a lot of effort making that app. So, consider that. Anyways, so going back to this here, the interface here, there's a lot of information here. But check this out. If you go up here to the shop, all right, this is where you can find cables. If you're interested to see catalog here, if you're interested to see what cable you need, well, they do. The ferrite beads, very important if you have a radio connected to it that's a little bit noisy or has a really open front end like a Baofeng. You want to put the ferrite bead on there because you don't want it to lock up and transmit. Cables on here, for ICOM, Yaesu's, Kenwood's, Baofeng's, VX5R. I mean, turn your VX5R into an APRS handheld. A lot of the stuff. I got this right here. This one, the Mini DIN 6 cable set, and that's what I'm going to use on the Mobilinkd video with my FT817, showing that, so we can check that out and see how that would work, and some WinLink on HF with the 817 QRP style. Sending emails on 40 meters. Check it out. Subscribe now. So the products are in here. I mean, I purchased this and it did ship out. It says right here, processed within 48 hours. If I pulled up my email, I got an email when I placed the order, when it was processed before 48 hours, and it said out for delivery, and then your item has been delivered. So it was real. I commend them for not being a guessing game. I know exactly when it's getting here. One more thing I want to show you. So the Mobilinkd Facebook group right here. Search this. I'll put a link in the description. Join it. You can see here there's other people. I mean, look what they're doing here. Create a TNC on a breadboard for just a few bucks, Different people's ideas on what they've done with the, the thing. Mobilinkd KISS device with a UV3R. I mean, a lot of different things here. And me having a Facebook group myself, it helps a lot. I never was a big Facebook bug until I got into the YouTube. So questions here for support or firmware updates or problems or ideas, share your idea on their group. Currently there is 41 members, but if you join, maybe we can get a bigger number on there so that maybe I have some support in the future when I look back on this group. So anyways, that's the Facebook group for Mobilinkd, the website, and the products and the cables. So very, very awesome. And look, they were even in the QST. They made QST magazine for a article. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. Another one or another bunch coming up soon. Check out, subscribe, thumbs up, comment, Facebook, share, like. Check out everything I showed you. The Mobilinkd TNC, I think, is a great creation. And I keep showing this one, but you know what? It doesn't look like that anymore. It looks like this. But hey, both of them were great. You know, some of the future improvements that they made on this was firmware. They got rid of the switch. That could be a problematic cause with the switch busting off here. You know, I just showed you they had a switch. So that was the version 1, and they took the switch off for version 2, made a case. But I was using this before they even made cases for this. So I was one of the original people using this. I mean, it was up to you to determine how you wanted to, you know, cleverly come up with a case or a design for this. And what did I do? I Velcroed it to the back of my Baofeng, and it worked just fine, and I rolled around for a long time with that. Battery still holds a charge. Unit still works great. Check out Mobilinkd.com. Thanks for watching. I hope this video brought some enlightenment to the hobby of APRS. If you found anything interesting, please consider a small donation and keep HamRadioConcepts bringing new material to you. 7-3, and stay tuned for other videos on the way from KJ4YZI.